So is this going to work for IBS? My name's Hannah Studley from the Mind Body Institute, and I'm making a series of videos to illustrate that the ideas that I'm sharing, the ideas that help my 25 years of pain go away, can actually work for any kind of chronic mind-body illness or pain situation. So I actually had IBS. I was diagnosed in my 40s, and it's very uncomfortable and can be quite painful. And I'm going to share with you what I learned about gut issues. And this is just very, very quick little synopsis of how I understand it now. So I was a trauma counselor. I was trained for many years in different modalities, and I learned a lot about the fight or flight response, and that's what I'm going to refer to now. So if we've been put into the fight or flight response for whatever reason, it could be, a car accident, a house fire, or some prolonged stress and anxiety, depression, those kind of things. If we've got even just a mild river of anxiety going on in the background, the brain is going to interpret that as danger. Because our brains don't speak English, they only speak safety and danger. And so if you're living with a certain level of anxiety, it's going to put that in the danger box. So here we are, the brain thinks we're in danger. And when the fight or flight response is activated, it shuts down several systems in like things in our brain, like creativity and forward planning, but it also shuts down parts of the body. And one of them is fertility, because if you're running for your life, you don't need to be making babies. And if you are also running for your life, you don't actually need to digest lunch. And sorry to be disgusting for a few minutes, but that's why people pee and poo themselves when they're stressed, because it's not just a disgusting thing. It's actually efficiency. The brain says we're in danger here. We might have to run for it, so it expels any extra liquid and volume that it doesn't actually need so it can run faster. So it's an efficiency thing. All of our bodily functions and messages are information letting us know, helping us to survive, really. So if your brain thinks you're in danger and it's shut down your digestive system, the problem is that we then get hungry and we put food into this system that's shut down. And there are problems because you're putting material, as it were, into a factory that's on strike. And that's why we get bloating and constipation, diarrhea, things like colitis and Crohn's disease and all these things. Now, yes, there may be some, you're told about medical reasons for it, but I guarantee you it's aggravated by stress. Stomach ulcers, in the 80s, all businessmen had stomach ulcers because of stress. So whatever the original reasons, or maybe it's now turning into a stressful reaction, the brain is reacting to our stressful thinking. So my IBS went away when my thinking calmed down. When I started to feel safe because I started to understand my mind, and I realized that a lot of my stressful thinking, that whether it was depression or anxiety, it was sending danger message to my brain. When I started to understand that thought is always moving, that every thought I've ever had has moved on, and I stopped doing all the busy work I was doing to try and fix myself and fix my gut, then my gut started behaving normally, right? Because it realized I was safe. So that's a very, very quick understanding and explanation of what I'm pointing to. The work I really do with my clients is the understanding the mind. So whether it's IBS, colitis, constipation, diarrhea, bloating, all those kind of horrible, horrible discomfort things, or it could be any other kind of medical condition that is unexplained by doctors and tests. Get curious. Is it your thinking? Do you need to control your thinking? Are you trying to control your thinking? Or is it just passing through? So if you have any questions about that, I'd love to answer them. I'd love to take a deeper dive into this with you. So please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of the day. Okay, bye.